Good morning. Let's go. Exciting day today, I think. If you've seen the past few days, right, with GameStop and AMC and whatnot, seems like the Malaysians are gonna do. They've created a community to kind of do it here as well, and they've targeted Top Glove, right? And it seems like Top Glove is about to gap up a lot. It seems that Top Glove is gonna go crazy. Holy, so I'm expecting some crazy action today. It's currently 6 ringgit and 21 cents, but it looks like it's gonna gap up to 7 bucks, dude. I expected it to gap up to like 6.50 at most. It's gonna gap up to 7 bucks. You know how much that is? It's gonna open here. Like right here, it's gonna open here. It's gonna open here. Look how much, dude. It's gonna gap up so much. It's crazy. So, preparing for some crazy action today. While we're watching, SCIB could have potential to continue or continue. It could continue up or it could dip. Obviously, today's hot topic most likely will be gloves, dude. It might be crazy. It looks like it's continuing to gap up. Oh my god. Look, you can see the orders on Top Glove on the bottom left right now before the market opens. So 1 minute to market open. 1 minute to market open. Let's see. There we go. Top Glove gapped up 7.05 cents. Holy, okay. So this will be our main focus today. Top Glove, Supermax. I'm going to try to catch it on the dip. And maybe let's see how Care Plus and Comfort are doing. Everybody gapped up like mad. SCIB selling off as well, so now we gotta pick a stock to play. Do we play SCIB on a dip? Do we try and catch the gloves on the move up? So I'll be interested in SCIB if it can break below 260 level, but I highly doubt it's gonna break that low. But let's just set an alert if it reaches somewhere near 260. For now, I am looking for a quick dip and a quick burst up from the gloves. So Top Glove is still holding 7 ringgit, the 7 ringgit level quite well. Very, very well. Supermax. Oh, what? The orders are slow, man. The CIB is holding just above 267. The orders are rather slow now, so this is what I want to see on Supermax. Maybe I can try to catch a move on Supermax here. Okay, I put my order. I'm not sure if I'll get filled. Yeah, I filled a bit at 6.81. Hopefully we can try and catch a rebound on this. Kinda scary, honestly, but gotta risk it for the biscuit. I mean, that's what they always say, right? So this is some intense trading right now. Very, very, very fast pace. Even I am struggling to kind of find what to say. I'm in for a little size at 6.81. Let's see if we can hold 6.7. I wanted to change my order to 6.71 instead. Most likely I won't get a fill down here, but I did catch a quick entry around this level, a bit high, rather high, yes. I wanted to try and catch another ad at 670. Ooh, look at this move. Will it have enough strength to rebound? Obviously, I could still try and catch a bounce on top glove, but focus on one stock at once. It's still below where I bought in, and the orders are lagging slightly, so that's why I pulled this up. Right, the bottom left, if you notice, I'm actually watching Supermax, but it's lagging. So quite a volatile move. And I bought in rather high. Maybe I'm gonna stop out if it fails to hold 670 or 675. Maybe I should stop out a bit of my position at 675 in case. Right now it's still holding 675, 677, 678. Here's where it gets risky because it's so volatile. You see how fast these candles are moving. So, not too worried now because I'm still in for not too big in terms of size. But the next question is it possible to look for an ad over here? Thing is, top glove is still falling and it's broken 6. It's broken 7 ringgit, 670. So very risky right here. So I need your help to quickly go and hit the like button so that this stock moves up. The more likes we get, the higher this will go. Hopefully we can see a rebound. Still waiting for top glove. I think this wants to rebound. This is like 50-50 now. Half the traders, half the people who are buying and selling this stock want it to rebound. They're just waiting for top glove. There we go. I'm gonna look for another ad right here. Let's see if I get filled on this order, 6.77. Will I get a fill? Nope. Okay, I added at 6.8. My hard stop will be 6.7. Oh, I got filled on both as well. So now definitely my hard stop will be 6.7. So playing with rather larger size than I would like to now. I might try to downsize a bit. Actually, it's not too bad. My max loss right now, if I stop out at 6.7, will be about 3,000. So How much buying power do I have left? Let me have a check. Okay, I'm in for quite a lot of my buying power. So added on this candle up as I see top glove rebounding. So there we go. There we go. I might start to let go a bit of size just to downsize my risk a little. When it pops up above to 690. Now just watching top glove very closely as well. The orders are still slightly laggy. If you notice the moving orders right here, right below my webcam, and the orders on the bottom left, they are not aligned with the price of the stock right now. So it's kind of hard to trade this because of the delay. But let's see, the ideal outcome right here would be if the stock can shoot up all the way through 7, shoot back through 7, all the way up and push through. SCIB just dipped, okay. Very, very, very volatile. Very volatile. SCIB is selling off. I don't have buying power to play SCIB, so I'm just going to focus on Supermax. So, top glove watching top glove for a break above 6 ringgit 80 cents. That's a key level for top glove to break. If top glove can't break 680, then we are going to have trouble on Supermax as well. Hoping to see a strong burst of buying through 690 for Supermax and through 680 for top glove. So let's see. Top glove is testing 680. I have top glove on my other screen just to have it up. There we go. That's what I want to see. Come on, let's break through 690. And top glove break through 680. It's testing 680 right now. You can see that it's testing 680. Supermax as well, testing 690. The view up, it might reject a bit. Very nice. We broke 690. I'm going to try to let go some size at 691 just to downsize my risk a little. There we go. Fill a bit at 691. Don't want to make the same mistake as I did last week of holding for too long. I'm facing some rejection here. That's fine. Some rejection and view up is expected. I want to see continue up. Hopefully we can continue up here. It's a rather big rejection. Not ideal. Not ideal. But we don't panic sell on this. Just watch and see. I only cleared about a third of my size up at 691. Hopefully you can see it push through 690 again. Hopefully you can see it hold and push through 690. Has the orders aligned yet? Don't think it has. Top glove as well, rejecting a little bit. Not really something that we want to see. The order is aligned yet? Still slightly slow, the orders. We need to see support build at 685 if we want to see a move up. We need to see big buying power at 685. So I'll give it some time. Don't want to get stopped out too prematurely. Alright, still want to see break above 690 again. If not, I might let go a bit more if it struggles for a bit too long. So it is pushing up above 688, 689. Let's see if we can reclaim 690 right here. It's touching 690. The orders are still slow. Let's see how low SCIB. SCIB didn't dip that hard, so didn't miss much there. SEMA. Everything looks okay for now. Let's continue focusing on Supermax. There we go, 690. We hold 690. There we go. That's what we want to see. Now 7 will be the main resistance. We want to test 7. Now we're in the driver's seat. 7, and hopefully we can see a burst through all the way up. 716. Just gonna hold it all the way. First challenge would be 7, yeah, 7, and then 710, 720. I'll probably start letting go some more size around 698. There we go. This is the move we want to see. 694. Now the first resistance, 695. No problem. 695 cleared. No problem. Next big resistance is 7. That is the first challenge. So I'm going to downsize into 7. Looks like struggling to hold 694 slightly. I'm gonna try and sell a bit. I sold a bit more at 692 because it seems like it's already struggling right here. Struggling to hold 690, which is again not ideal. So play what the market's giving. If he's gonna start rejecting here, then I might take more off. Very big red candle. So give it a chance to pop back up, sell it on the next pop. Very, very big red candle. So still holding about slightly less than half of what I bought in for. Very big red candle. Very, very big red candle. Sold a bit more in the 6.84 just to lock in the profits. So doesn't seem like it's gonna push as hard as we want to. Still holding a very small amount in case it pops back up. If not, I'll stop the remaining small size into break even. So in the end of the day, not really a big move. Didn't really catch much of it. Was holding for a much larger move. Yeah, I was holding for a much larger move. I expected it to at least break close to high of day. Might have sold a bit early, but because of how laggy the orders are, it's better to just let it go. Seems like Top Glove is selling off as well already, so getting ready to let go the rest of the size that I'm holding on this last move up. Just catch the remaining small size, small push. Any thoughts on GME stock? Yeah, way too hyped, way too overhyped. Be careful if you're gonna touch it. And obviously, you should understand the risk of going in. Wow, 686 building a huge support now. So let's see if my tiny little remaining shares can hold its way up, hold its way all the way. Maybe this was a panic sell. I mean, this was a sell that's based on fear. It shouldn't have done it, but I'm still holding a bit of size, so not too big of a worry now. Try to catch the final burst above maybe 690 again. Maybe if I can sell into 695, then it's all fine. Okay, slowing down a little bit. Let's check the screener. SCIB, biggest loser of the day. Vivocom is up. Top Glove is up as well. Can't believe it actually worked, man. It's so dumb. I'm gonna try and sell the rest at 688 because it seems like it's struggling right here. So not trying to hold for the big move anymore. Might not even be able to fill at 688. So should I just sold into 687? Okay, let the rest of my size go. 687. At the end, I think my average sell is about average entry about 680, average sell about, I'd say, I'll give 2, 3, 87, about 688 average sell, right? So about 8 cent move. Could have been a lot better if I managed to catch around the 670 level. I entered a bit early here. I tried to shoot another entry at 670. That would be ideal. 670 all the way up to 690. That would have been a 20 cent gain. So missed a big chunk here. I was this early entry right here caused me to be afraid to enter again down here because the risk here was quite big already. The downside I had a potential downside of all the way down to like 650. So if I added down here, I wanted to save a bit of a few more bullets to put in around 660, 650. But still a green trade, not the best looking one. And yeah, back to the GME stock. Obviously, you should know the risk lah, right? Are you ready for your money to drop by 75% in like 10 seconds? Not 10 seconds, but like 1 hour. If you can stomach that risk, then I pray that GME goes to 1,000 for you. But if we're speaking realistically, it's gambling. It's equivalent to gambling. Literally equivalent to gambling. So let's check the screener. Let's see if there's anything else that is not gloves. Top Glove is is the top gainer of the day. 9%. The gap is crazy. Gap 80 cents. You nuts. It gap 13% on the open. Are you nuts? So we execute the game plan well. Maybe a dip on Top Glove would have been nicer, but this big red candle caught my attention. This candle right here should have been the entry candle. This was slightly too early, but what can you do, right? So for those who are new here, please help me tap the like button, subscribe. I stream every single day, 9 to 10 a.m. Right? You can check all my replays on my YouTube channel. All real trades, all transparent. I can even show you my orders if you want. One sec. Let me show you my orders. So, you see it? Supermax. I told you I tried to buy at 670, but the candle barely touched 670 for a short while. Try to add at 670, add at 677, and then add at 680. First chunk into 691, second chunk into 692, third chunk into 684. So exactly what I mentioned. All these are real trades. Proof is here. There's nothing, no other proof that I can show you besides my real orders. If you want to learn how to trade like me, right, join my free Discord. First link in description. And you'll be able to find resources on how I trade. And also, if you want to speed up your learning, I just released student packages, different price points to fit your different needs, especially for those who are just jumping into the stock market. First intake is February, so make sure you sign up. Make sure you sign up before February. You have 2 days to sign up. If you sign up in the next 2 days, if you sign up before February with the form, I'll drop the form in the chat real quick. If you sign up before February, I'll give you 2 free weeks on top of it. So if you're interested, fill the form in the chat right now. If you want to know more about the package, visit my Discord or visit my Instagram. Obviously, this is for people who want to speed up their process, right? I believe in free education, so I have free content on my YouTube, but obviously I can only produce as fast as I have free time, because I still work a full-time job as well. So for those who want to speed up your learning, and you can tell that all my trades are real because I have all the proof. I've been trading for almost a year, and live trading 9 to 10 a.m. for about the past 1.5 months. So if you need proof, just go through my YouTube channel. All the live trades are there. And if you're interested, first link in the description. Now let's go back to the stocks. What is popping up on our screener? Not much other than the gloves. We caught the first move on the gloves. K-Power had a little bit of a dip. Again, similar to Supermax. So this is an example of how the gloves, right? How the gloves can have a very significant influence on all the other stocks in the market. Let me show you just how crazy similar these two look. These two stocks have like completely different backgrounds. They are completely different, right? Top Glove is in gloves. So Top Glove is in gloves, and K-Power is in textiles, right? So synthetic textiles. And just look at how when all the gloves dip, everything dips as well. And when the gloves rebound, everything rebounds. So if you ever wondered in one of the past streams why I always have Supermax or Top Glove on the side, it's because to me they are a good gauge of how the whole market is moving. Especially right now, I mean, it's getting less and less, but it used to be an extremely correlated. What's the word for it? It correlates to the whole market, basically. The way that gloves moves will affect how everything else moves. Everything with volume, okay? Obviously, it's not going to affect like those 100k stocks like this, right? These stocks that have no volume, obviously, are not going to move the same, or they're not going to move at all. Stocks that are pulling volume, they will most likely almost follow the gloves as a guideline. But all these are just theories. There's never a confirmed correlation in the stock market. So happy Friday to everybody. Hope everybody had a nice little break yesterday. Hope everybody watched the clown fest of GME, AMC, KOSS. So a nice quick little dip trade, right? So there we go. Not holding, or even though I wanted to hold for a big move, I wanted, okay, the keyword, I wanted a move all the way up to 7 ringgit, 10 cents. Never play what you want, play what you get. So I learned that the hard way last week. So you can see right here, SCIB had a really nice breakout, right? A very nice breakout. Well, not very nice, but the pattern was very nice. The build-up was picture perfect. If you have watched my videos, if you have studied the pattern, you will recognize this shape, right? This is the breakout shape. And you can see how it fits so perfectly. Obviously, it was a bit choppy. So I actually bought in right here on the first break. They're buying here. I bought in one of these breaks. I bought in this break, right? But in my head, I wanted to catch a move all the way to like 315. So I was subconsciously, I was holding on to the idea of I will only take profits at 610, 310, 315. But I hit my target profit. Based on my strategy, my take profit was 307. But I decided to hold on, and look what happened. So sometimes you get rewarded for being greedy. But most of the time, right, it's always better to have consistency and take your profit where your profit is. For example here, if I traded the way that I wanted as well, right, because I'm still in the red this month because of my first big loss at the start of the month. So most people, if you don't have guidance, if you're not aware of the mental part of the game, you will subconsciously want to make back the loss and want to make big trades. And most likely you would have missed all the profits here. Most likely you would have stopped out break even, or most likely you would have taken a small loss as well. So this is one of the things where I will teach you in the student package. Well, in the pro package, you will learn this. In the student package, you will learn how to trade. In the pro package, I'll teach you the mindset. Well, it's obvious when I tell you. It's obvious when I tell you, like, yeah, okay. You will think like, yeah, that makes sense, that this is a challenge that traders will face. But you won't. It's very hard for people to consciously acknowledge that they are facing the issue. They will always blame the market. If you miss this, you will say, why didn't the market go my way? Instead of, I was emotionally trading, I should have taken my profits. So that's another piece of information for you guys. A quick little bonus. Okay, any potential other trades? Potential trade right here, if it can break below 260. First support, we drew a few support lines. It's a bit hard to identify support on SCIB just because it has been on a rocket, right? When it rockets up, it doesn't have time to build support. So our first actual significant support level is actually about 2 ringgit and 2 ringgit, between 2 ringgit to 2 ringgit and 2 ringgit and 2 ringgit 15 cents. This range right here. So let me draw the range for you. So you can see in this box right here, this is the support range. Let me delete all the other lines. So the first support range is between here. But this is obviously a bit too far for the stock to dip, I think. Obviously, if it can dip all the way down, it's a no-brainer. The moment if it can shoot all the way down here, you can bet your life savings that I am 100% taking this trade every single day. Obviously, when dip, I mean like huge red candles are not. If it starts to bleed like this, obviously I'm not buying. But if it goes like one big red candle, another big red candle, then confirm I'm in. So potential entry points if it breaks 260. So 260 is the first bounce right here. You can see it built a little support. 27 January, so on Thursday, it built a little support here when it rebounded into a breakout. That is why I drew this line here, and you can see how well it respected 260. But remember, again and again, there's no guarantee in the stock market. We draw these lines as a reference, and if a lot of people take the same reference points, the probability of it rebounding is a lot higher. But it's all a probability lah. right? Remember, it's all probability. Nothing is ever guaranteed on the stock market. So the next potential bounce, the next potential support will be right here where you can see it bounce one time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Around 230, 231. So those will be our main levels to watch. Obviously, it can very well bounce before 230 because this gap right here is very, 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 very big. But again, based on probability, since there's no support in this range, right, it could bounce, but what are the probabilities that it will bounce well? If people, because we like to think basic, right? So if more people see this line, the probability of this bouncing is very high. But if nobody puts a line here, if you don't put a line here, most likely most people won't have a line here as well. And if nobody has a line here, nobody's going to buy here. Why would the stock bounce? Okay, enough about that. So let's continue looking for stocks that have chance to move. Gloves basically neutralizing most of their gains already. And see, Supermax is just slightly above its previous close. Kosan, Hata are about the same, almost exactly the same. Wow, big candles on this. Oof. 50% gain on this stock. Not bad. 4%. I assume Supermax move was about 4% as well. 2%. So we chose one of the worst stocks to dip by. Top Glove rebounded 3%. Kosan. Okay, Kosan is the ugliest lah. Hata rebounded about 4.5%. Supermax had the worst rebound. Well, I mean, maybe if I bought at the low, still only 2.8% rebound on Supermax. Unlucky, man. Unlucky. Oh well. Gain is still a gain. Hi, Chris. Good morning. Glad you could make it. If you missed the first trade we took, you can replay it anytime. Could we find a play on Euro? Probably not. This nonsense stock been downtrending like hell. Very low volume. So who else is making big losses today? Only SCIB and K-Power. Don't know why they are related, but seems like they're related somehow. Let's see how K-Power's warrants are doing. Ooh. K-Power, look at this. The warrants that issued at half cent, by the way. Just to remind you, whoever received these warrants, they received it for free, right? Technically, the cost is the cost of owning the mother share. But look at how fast it jumped. Open at half cent, instantly limit up to 30.5, up to 60.5, up to 90 cents. Now it's at $1. You know how much gain that is? Let me give you a quick maths. Half cent to 1 ringgit is 28,000%. Oh, you can't see it, sorry. Let me show you again. So those people who basically got it at half cent, who are still holding it, 22,000%. Why does this matter? Right? Why am I showing you this? So SCIB right here, they are going to issue free warrants as well. That is why the hype is here. That's why people are buying, right? They expect the warrants to move. They expect to collect the warrant, and then they hope the warrant goes like 20,000% like K-Power's warrants. But then again, when there's too many people expecting it, right? Most likely the competition is way too high already. So gloves are slowly dipping. Could I potentially find a dip trade on it? Maybe on Top Glove. If you can dip all the way back down to like 630 or this previous close about 620. So there's 11 viewers, but only 5 likes. If you could help me just scroll down a little bit, hit the like button so that I can expand my reach, so that we can grow the community. And when there's more people watching, there's more people training together. Yep, there's more fun, I'd say. Always more fun to have more interaction in chat. And if you're watching right now and you're just chilling on the side, chilling on your bed, getting ready for work, just say hi in the chat so that we can all be friends. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. So, what do I want to see on gloves right now? I want to see big red candles. Like this very nice big red candle. But multiple huge red candles with increasing volume. Every time you hear me say increasing volume, even my dips, I want to see increasing volume. My breakouts, I want to see increasing volume. Increasing volume, increasing volume, increasing volume. Nikki, hi. Morning. Great to see that you made it. Obviously, when you join the student package, you will learn to trade breakouts first, okay? Because dips are quite hard to catch. You need to get used to losing money first before you can play dips, because dips are very volatile. If you see my videos, you'll see that dips made me the biggest gains, but at the same time, dips brought me my biggest losses as well. The big loss I had at the start of the month, right, my 25k drawdown, was from a failed dip buy right here. For those of you who missed it and you want to watch it, look for the first trading day of the year replay. So look at these candles, dude. It dipped 6%, it dipped 37 cents, and on this first big green candle I bought in, and then instantly flush, I stopped out. And then right here, you see how low it dipped, right? How low it dipped, and then it started pushing up, and that's why I tried to find entry here. But obviously, this was the wrong play, and my mistake here was not stopping my loss. I held it all the way, and I sold right here, sold right. Obviously, the execution was horrible, but the point here is don't focus on executions. The point here is dips are extremely risky because, first of all, they move extremely fast. Second of all, you have to have the balls to cut the loss. But at the same time, you cannot cut it too quick. So dips can give big gains, but they can also bring big losses. And so happened that this month, there was no opportunities, no breakout opportunities for me to recover this big loss, right? So it's going to look like I'm negative on January. But if you look, I mean, to the people in my student and pro plan, you will be able to see my trades, and if you go and study it properly, if you take away my first big loss, my first dip loss, I'm actually up like almost 20,000 a month, because after the 25k, I'm basically right now about -8, I'd say -8 or 7k only. So I basically recovered 18k on the month, and you can take that big 20k loss and net it, sort of balance it with the other big dip buys, because you can't really. Okay, when you reach a certain point when you're playing dips and breakouts as well, it's important for you to differentiate between the two, because the amount of risk you're taking in dip buys is like 10 times the risk of your normal breakouts. So if you take a big dip loss and your breakouts couldn't recover it, you cannot say that your breakouts are doing badly because you end your month red. Does that make sense? Hopefully it's not too confusing, but we'll get there. We'll get to that stage when I will help you with understanding this when we get to that stage. Right? Don't let the monetary value, just because you're red on the month, doesn't mean you traded bad. Okay? You have to think, I took a big dip trade. and then I compare it to my other big dip trades. So I lost 25k on the big dip. Obviously my executions were horrible, but on the similar kind of dips, similar kind of trades, I made 35. I made 20. So at the end of the day, the risk reward is still there. So don't mix it up with your breakouts. Okay. Even though breakouts were slow this month, if you're in my student package, you would have seen all of the examples. I think this month we had quite a few breakouts, even though it was rather slow. I think we still had about 10 proper breakouts. 10 proper breakouts, or 15 proper breakouts and 10 winners. So breakouts, even though there are less breakouts this month, the win rate was still about 60%. So statistics don't lie, man. So great to see that we're getting more and more consistent viewers. Hope you are learning something from these streams, right? So for those of you who are interested in joining the Discord, I'll give you a sneak peek in just a sec. I'm just going to do a quick sweep on the market and see. Seems like solution is popping up on our screener. I'll teach you how to screen for these stocks as well. But they're rather simple. They're a lot simpler than you think. So solution up 7%, but for those of you who have watched me, what do you think of this stock? Tell me in the chat. What do you think of this stock? Before I tell you what I think about it, what do you think about it? It's up 7% with 11 million volume. Yep, it's up 7%, it's up 7%, 11 million volume, but what is this chart, dude? What is this chart? Do you see any momentum here? Do you see any direction? Compared to this, look at this. The chart is clear, man. Exactly. The chart is ugly. And what do we do with ugly charts? Just close it. Okay. We don't want to, we're not trying to predict moves. We're not trying to predict every move. Okay. Get this in your head. We only take high probability. We only take high probability moves. We only take moves that look good. Okay. Ugly moves, I don't care if it moves. Most of the time, it won't do well. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time, especially if you're working a full-time job, right? You only have like 2 to 3 minutes to make decisions on whether you open a chart and then you have to make a decision. Do I want to trade this? So get used to opening a chart like this, okay? Because you're going to be opening charts maybe once every hour or every half an hour, right? And then when you see this, you should instantly think, oh my god, it's so ugly. Instead of thinking, can I actually find a move here? Instead of trying to justify, maybe if it does this, no, just no. If there's no clear direction, if there's no clear momentum, and if it's ugly like this, just close it. Don't waste your time, okay? Because you got to find a balance of working and trading, and you only want to trade the best moves, right? So if I look at this, I think, okay, you can see the clear directions on the downside, right? Clear direction on the downside, and as long as it's not on a mega downtrend, there's a potential that a dip buy is available. I will explain the logic in maybe another session or in my student session on why you don't want to look for dip buys on a downtrend, but use your logic, you can kind of figure out why. So I can see that, okay, there is buy momentum because it gapped up, right? And on a daily chart, it looks like it's trying to build an uptrend right here. So dip buy potential activated. Then I look where does it need to break before it dips. Okay, so I just put a number. Let's say I want to see it break this low right here, for example. Okay, 660 is the low I want it to break. And then your third question should be, where am I going to buy? Where could I potentially buy? Okay, so let's say I want to buy at this line, 630. If you're working full time, you won't have time to watch it drop all the way. So put your alert right here. Put my alert at 640. If it starts to dip, if it bounces at 640, I'm not interested anyways, right? So if it doesn't touch my alert, I don't care. But if it dips down below my alert, it means there is a chance that it's gonna touch where I want to buy. This is where I start trading. So you don't have to watch the charts the whole day. So I just did a full analysis on this one stock in like 30 seconds. And then I'm back to work. Okay? So for those of you who think that you can't do it while you're working, I just explained to you how you can do it while you're working. Obviously, let's say you're in a meeting. Okay, first of all, I'm basically giving you all the content of my next video. I have a video on how to work full-time, how to trade while working full-time. It should be dropping either tonight or tomorrow afternoon. So make sure you look out for that. But basically, if you're in a meeting, you're not going to catch the move. You have to accept that. But no worries. Every day, there's moves every single day. You watch me every single day by now. If you've watched the past 10, 20 days of me trading, I don't trade every single day, right? I miss moves. You see me miss moves. You see me take 0 trades in a day. But we're still making progress because we wait for perfect setups. We wait for great setups like this. Right? I'm not trying to be, market wizard. I'm not market wizard. I'm not trying to take every single trade, right? Pick one stock and keep trading it non-stop. Keep trying to predict where it's going to move. Oh, it's going to go up. It's going to go down. No. I wait for the moves to... I wait for very obvious moves to appear. Big red candles, right? Big red candles. I see rejection. I buy. Sorry. Not that straightforward, but you get the idea. You get the idea. So today I have to end the stream slightly early because I have a meeting at 10 AM sharp with my boss. So a quick sweep as usual. 9:50 is our market sweep time. Let's make it 9:50 our market sweep time. Like I explained just now, I'm actually looking for a dip on this stock. If it breaks below 660, first rebound point would I will probably look for it around. Let me redraw all my lines because these lines are all old lines. All the lines that you see right now are all rather old lines. So first rebound point could possibly be around 635. Second rebound point possibly around 621. Again, just based on where the stocks rebounded, right? So, oh shit. I'm gonna go soon. My meeting is soon. So again, I'm speaking extremely quickly now because I'm just speaking what my mind explains. But if you're in a student group, you will have all the time in the world to ask me, and obviously I will break it down a lot more. I'll break it down to small pieces so that you can digest it easier. So you can see rejection here, bounce here, bounce here. If you watch my support and resistance video, a strong support will have multiple touches. So right here, touch once, touch twice, 3, 4 times. So this would be a good zone for support and resistance. Right here as well, touch quite a few times right here. So one here, and it sort of grinded around the 628 region. So those two are my bounce spots. Let's check if the margin is good enough. 4% not very ideal for a dip. So maybe down to 620 would be a more convincing dip buy. So I'm going to set an alert below, maybe about, if it breaks below 650, then I'm interested. So I set my alert at 648 in case it breaks below 650 where I'm interested to watch it for a short while. So that will be my first potential trade for the day. Probably won't touch Supermax because this seems to be the worst performing glove stock of the day. So I can close this off already. Care Plus, don't bother. Look at how ugly this is, man. Oh my goodness. Nope. SCIB is very extended. Very, very extended. So a dip buy is in store. First dip trade. Obviously, ideally, if it can dip down to 215, between the 2 ringgit and 215 region, that would be perfect buys. Possible first entries, small entries around 231. But again, these are all, I have to see the candles, I have to see the order flow. This is just rough rough guidelines of where I would buy. Right? But obviously this isn't I'm not telling you to buy or sell. At the end of the day, you're responsible for your own buy and sell. Make sure you understand the strategy before you try. So that's why I don't suggest you try dip buying yet. Right? Don't be greedy. Learn the first strategy. You don't need to make all the money in the world at the start. Just find one method that can give you consistent gains first, so that when you're learning the second pattern, you have something that is supporting you. Right now, your income will support your learning for your first pattern. And when your first pattern works, your first pattern will support your second pattern. So take your time. The market won't run away. Right? Take your time, take your time, take your time. Anything else? Most of the gains. Gene Tech is up. Wow. Wow, this is a nice move. Obviously, the consolidation could have been better. So, see how it's been performing in the past few days. Very choppy means that my prediction is the stock, the float, the number of shares on each price level is very low. There we go. You can see Gene Tech. Look at your bottom left right now. Each level has like 10 shares only. And for me, where I buy like 300 to 500 lots at one shot, there's no way I can trade this stock. So maybe for you guys who trade a smaller account, this will be perfect stock to buy. Because if you buy like 10 to 50 lots only, this stock will move very quickly and you still can fill your orders. But for account of my scale, it's a bit harder to play. But again, the reason why I don't want to play stock is because of my size. So that shouldn't deter you from trying in the future. So I'm going to close it for now. So 2 potential trades for the day. If I spot any breakouts, you know where to look for it in the Discord, right? As usual, sneak peek of what you can expect from the Discord channel. There we go. We have 2 students awake bright and early. Extremely nice to see the commitment to waking up early and watching the markets with me. That's the first step to doing well already. So it doesn't matter if you don't make profits right away. If you watch my first webinar, the first step is commitment and consistency. So if you can wake up every day 9 AM and you're willing to learn, I guarantee you there's a very good chance you'll make it. Whether it takes you 6 months, whether it takes you 1 year, you will make it if you stay consistent. So what do you get in the chat room if you want to join the Discord channel? I assume most of you are already part of the Discord channel, but for those who are new, this is the student lounge. You get a chat room, right, with all of our traders, all of our students, and our resident pro, Mr. Huang. So he will be willing and happy to help you answer questions, right, Huang? Stock alerts. So this is where you can look for where I will bring potential stocks to your attention. News, so that when I see news that could potentially bring any kind of moves in the market. Archives, this will be where you look for webinars, and trading log is like all the trades that I took. In case you want to study them, you can go through them. I've opened it to students as well. Students and pros get full access to the student lounge and obviously live trading and the webinars. So if you're interested, make sure first thing in the description, right, or fill up this form. If you sign up before February, right, so you have today, 30th and 31st to sign up. I'll give you 2 free weeks. Right, I'll give you 2 free weeks. So 6 weeks for you to give it a test. First 2 weeks to give it a test, and then you get the 1 month. Hopefully we can get stuff rolling from there. The more students we have, the more students we have, the more feedback we'll get, the more good questions will be asked. And that's where we'll learn from the questions. So thank you all again for tuning in today. I'm live 9 to 10 AM every single day. Next Monday is a public holiday for Bursa, so I will not be live next Monday, but Tuesday to Friday, you can expect me 9 to 10 AM right here every single day. For students, Monday will be your first webinar. I'll teach you how to prepare for the markets and what you can do on the side. You know, just have an Excel open on the side, have your charts open on the side when you're working, especially if you're working from home. Then you can sort of play the market as well, right, while learning. no risk testing. So again, thank you all for watching. I'll see you again next Tuesday. And for students, I'll see you on the Discord. So take care. Have a great Friday. Have a great rest of the week. And look out for my video coming out tonight or tomorrow. So take care.